Good morning, Year 6. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend and are ready for another hard week's work. First of all, I just wanted to show you something we did last week with the children in school and give a big thank you to them for helping out. We had a good job at getting rid of all the dead wood in the Willow dome, and where we got rid of it, we had to add in some new willow. So the good bits of willow that we chopped out, we put back in, and it's looking fantastic. So that's going to be great for the summer for us all to get in there and have some fun with. As you can see at the top, there's still lots of nice willow there that we can chop down as well, and maybe make a new tunnel or another new dome next to it to make it even better. So we'll have a go at that when we all get back together. Right, this week we've been lucky to have some snow. So that was nice. I've been out in the park and I've been making lots of snowmen. On this day, in fact, in 1924, very appropriate because it was actually the first Winter Olympic Games, which was held in France. So the snow came just at the right time for that. Right, moving on to the work for this week, we've got our 5 a day. Ones that I just want to point out was perhaps this one, the simplifying. Please make sure that we find our common factor, please, and the lowest. If we find the lowest one first, then that's going to save us having to do any more simplifying. If we find a higher one, then we might have to do another simplify after that. Okay, so look for the lowest one if possible. Moving on, this is actually going to be some of our work in our booklet this week as well, and I'll come to that in a moment. Just remember to be a hero and use a 0. Some of you like to remember it in the way that we say lay an egg, so remember to do that when we're multiplying with more than 1 digit, please. This one, obviously, you might find trouble with it. Don't worry, if you haven't got a protractor, then you won't be able to do that. If you've got a protractor at home, great, have a go. Okay. This one, the area of a triangle. It's been a while since we've done this, but remember that a right-angled triangle is half of a rectangle. So hopefully use that information to try and work that out. Could you work out the rectangle first and then do something with that information to help you find the area of the triangle? Okay, I'll leave that one with you. And then the last one I want to just have a little look at is this one, 5/8. So remember to divide by your denominator. So 792 divided by 8. And then multiply your answer by your numerator. Okay, that's the method we use for finding a fraction of an amount. Okay. Right then, moving on, our 4 operations booklet. We did excellent on this again last week. So here are the bits of work that you need to complete for this week. Page numbers are on there. Please don't go any further, and then we'll have a little look at those answers on Friday. It was fantastic on our last live session on Friday that where people had struggled on a question, they used that opportunity to talk through with me. So please do that again next week. Okay, that's what I'm here for. Little tip, we mentioned it earlier. That's our be a hero and add a 0 and laying an egg. When we're multiplying by more than 1 digit, we need to remember to do that. Hopefully you'll all remember. Then on to our English, we're on workout 11 and 12 of the autumn section, and then we're going on to the spring section on workout 1, 2 and 3. We've been doing really good on those, and it's been great to hear your feedback on a Friday, so let's keep going with those. In class this week, we've actually been using the bold words that are written in the book, and we've been finding the definition of those as well, just to really make sure we understand what those important words are. So if you get through it all, feel free to look up the definition, the meaning of those words in bold as well, and that'll give us an extra little bit of a help. Then on to our ancient Greece topic. What I'd like us to do this week is to write a travel brochure about ancient Greece. So think about where you would travel to, the places that you would stay, the types of hotels, what could you do while you were there? What would you go and visit? What or who would you recommend to go and visit? So who's your audience for the piece that you're creating, and perhaps why? And then try and include some real facts and information, and obviously illustrate your guide, make it look really persuasive and attractive, to hopefully make people follow it. Really big tip, use the Greeka website, the link's at the bottom. We've been on that website before, so you're aware of it. What you need to do is move down the page onto the section where it says history, and the part where we need to look at is the classical period. And that will give us loads of information about the things that we would want to include in our travel brochure. So hopefully, with you being aware of that website already and using it, that will be a big help to you. Okay, again, these 3 websites at the top have got a bit of information, but you can do it all on the Greeka website if you would like to. As every other week, we've got our TTS pack if you'd like to do a little more learning and you feel like you want to push yourself a little bit more, feel free to have a go at that. And we've got our websites and our Prodigy, our Enrich site, the National Academy, our Oak. Feel free to have a go at any of that if you'd like to. And if you want to tell me what you found on any of those, then feel free as well on our Friday session. I'll let you read through that yourself. We've been through it a couple of times by now, but again, obviously, I don't want anyone panicking. Just do what you can do. If you get really stuck, then you know who to ask by now. Really important you have a go at Prodigy. Everyone's doing really well on it. Our winners for this week are all getting raffle tickets again. So our winners are William in 3rd. Excellent, William. Dylan in 2nd and Miley in 1st. So well done to those 3. You're all going to get some raffle tickets put in the pot for the end of term. Excellent job. Right, a little challenge for you to have a go at as well. Have a little go at this grammar and punctuation. Remember, a homophone is a word that is spelt differently, but it sounds the same. So you want a meaning that's different, but it sounds the same. Okay. You've got examples in bold on the right-hand side for you to use for each sentence. This is another one you can have a little go at. I've got some examples of how you will start your subordinate clause on the right-hand side there. If you really want to test yourself, you can try and get that subordinate clause at the start of your sentence, but remember you need a certain type of punctuation, I'm not going to give it away, that needs to go into your sentence if you do start with subordinating clause at the start. Okay. Right then, beat the teacher challenge. So in 30 seconds, I want you to have a go at throwing a ball or a scrunched up piece of paper in the air, and you've got to clap between each catch. So the most amount of claps wins in that 30 seconds. I managed to do 47 seconds. Unfortunately, I failed to record it, which was a real shame, but I'm sure you will trust me. But the idea is that you use a ball, okay? And you've got to clap like that as many times as you can in 30 seconds. And then at the end of the week, I'm going to be really interested to see if anyone can beat my 47. Okay, it's more than 1 a second, so you've got to go super quick. Okay, right, hope you all have a fantastic week. Our next session is going to be on Friday the 29th at 9 o'clock. Really try to get on if you can. It's a really good chance to get some feedback on all the hard work you've been doing during the week, and if you've got stuck on anything, then it's a chance for us to go over it. Okay, keep up all that extra help with your parents at home. It all is really good for your parents. They're working super hard, so make sure you help them out, get those dishes done. I don't think many people are going outside to wash the car in such snowy conditions, but I'm sure there's lots of ways you can help, so keep it up. Right, we'll see you next week.